Hello and welcome everyone. For those of you viewers who are curious about renting exciting sports cars, I'd like to give you a quick review of my experiences over a span of about 4 years. The process is very easy to do, and I've included a list of steps you'll need to take. Keep in mind that the selections you find may not include all of these cars you'll see in the slideshows. Larger cities are more likely to have more choices. Of course, prices will vary. As you may have guessed, this $220,000 McLaren 570S was my first rental, and quite possibly my favorite out of all the bunch. It was explosively fast, with race-like handling and a tendency to attract all kinds of onlookers. Its dihedral doors were instant eye magnets. And hey, top speed is 204 miles per hour. Please enjoy some of the many photos I've shown here. Needless to say, many people wanted to sit in the car, and some even got to drive it. The BMW i8 is a plug-in hybrid that was certainly not inexpensive when it was new. However, it was a relatively lightweight car with comfortable seats that were positioned very close to ground level. Those with bad backs, beware. As a hybrid, this car is lightweight and it gets very good fuel mileage. Its scissor doors, like the dihedral ones on the McLaren, also attract instant attention. It seems like everyone wanted to open the door and sit in the car, perhaps while imagining he or she were driving it on a road such as the one that you will soon see. There were a couple of glitches, however. After a long drive on a hot summer day, the heads-up display started to fade. I had the same issue with my 2001 Corvette when I had it. Then with the BMW, the fuel door switch refused to work just after I stopped to get some gas. Thankfully, there is a manual pull unlock lever in the hatch area. All in all, my coworker and I had a great time with the i8, and as you can see, it was a magnet for coworkers and acquaintances. The Jaguar F-Type convertible was comfortable, quiet, and handled very well. Its looks are classic Jaguar, a car that you could easily drive every day, especially when the sun is out. The C7 Corvette that I rented was wrapped in a highly reflective layer of film that conceivably could blind the bystander if the angle of the sun was just so. This car was the third fastest of the bunch, handled very well, and had very comfortable seating. Really, how could anyone not stare at it? Unfortunately, it had no catalytic converters, an omission I discovered when the top was off and I was sitting at a stoplight. My eyes started burning from the unburned hydrocarbons exiting the exhaust. An exciting car, no less, but one that I would gladly not rent again. The Porsche 911 4S was a very well-rounded car that combined great handling and the second fastest acceleration. It didn't really attract much attention, but the build quality was Lexus-like and the visibility out the front windshield was fantastic. I did really enjoy driving this car. It would certainly make for a good daily driver as well. The incredibly rare Vanderhall Venice was certainly the quirkiest car I had rented. It blasted away any preconceived expectations I had for an open cockpit three-wheeled vehicle. Its small turbocharged engine produced blow-off valve blasts that were laugh-inducing every time. This car also solicited more Nice car, comments from young people than any other. Uniquely fun is its middle name, for sure. The Lexus LC500, another very rare car on the streets here in Southern California, represents a master class of grand touring luxury. It is not unlike the Jaguar when comparing handling, ride comfort, and overall luxury, but I would give this car's interior higher marks, mostly due to the high standards that this higher priced car was based upon. And although I do not have a high-speed video, take my word for it, the exhaust sound is spectacular. The C8 Corvette was actually the second fastest of the bunch, slightly faster than the Porsche and a bit under the McLaren, especially in the quarter mile. And while its quality was not in the same league as the Porsche or Lexus, its handling was excellent. This one had an aftermarket exhaust that would wake the neighbors for sure. Questions? I may have answers. Just drop them in the comments section and we'll see what I could do to answer anything about Turo or any of the cars in here.